I'm Young Buzz. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of K-pop, idols, and everything in between. Today, we're going to talk about one of ENHYPEN's most unique and charming members, Sunoo. Now, I know a lot of you watching are probably sunshines, and if you're not yet, I'm warning you. By the end of this video, you just might be. So, let's get into it. Sunoo's real name is Kim Seon-woo, born on June 24th, 2003, making him a Cancer. And if you know anything about Cancers, they're usually super warm, emotional, and have that nurturing side. But here's the thing, Sunoo isn't your typical quiet and soft Cancer. He's got this bright, almost vitamin-like personality, and fun fact, he actually describes himself with the word vitamin. I feel like that's so fitting. What do you think, guys? Do you see Sunoo as ENHYPEN's vitamin? One thing that immediately stood out to me when I was reading more about him is just how many roles he's had in school before even becoming an idol. He was a student council member and even class president. Like, imagine being in middle school, and your class president is Sunoo. His classmates even called him Sam O Oppa, which basically means Year 3, Class 5 Handsome Oppa. I don't know about you, but if my class president looked like that, I would have paid a lot more attention in school. But what really grabs me about Sunoo's story is that his path to ENHYPEN wasn't exactly straightforward. He trained for just 10 months before joining I-Land. That's actually not a long time compared to other idols who spend years training. Yet, despite ranking 8th place in the finals, he became the producer's pick. And honestly, I think that says a lot about his star power. It's not just about rankings. It's about presence, charm, and how unforgettable you are on stage. And Sunoo had that from the start. Do you agree with the producer's decision? Or do you think things would have been different if it was just up to votes? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, something that really fascinates me about Sunoo is his MBTI. If you've followed him for a while, you probably know it's been changing a lot. He's been ESFJ, ISTJ, ESTJ, and ENFP multiple times. Right now, it's ENFP again. I think that's actually really relatable. Like, how many of us have taken the MBTI test and gotten different results depending on our mood or stage of life? For Sunoo, it kind of shows how multidimensional he is. He can be structured like an ISTJ, but also bubbly and creative like an ENFP. It makes me wonder, do we overthink idols' MBTIs too much? Or is it actually a fun way to understand their personalities? Also, let's talk about nicknames. His nicknames include Daeonu and Desert Fox. And the animal comparison is honestly spot on. If you've ever looked at a desert fox, they've got those sharp yet soft features, and that's exactly Sunoo. Cold at first glance, but actually very warm and playful once you know him. It's almost like his visual is a little deceptive. You expect him to be reserved, but then he hits you with aegyo, or one of his 50 selfies a day. Yes, 50 selfies. Can you imagine? That's like a whole gallery in one afternoon. Speaking of selfies, Sunoo really has mastered the art of capturing expressions. He knows his angles, his eye smile is killer, and he knows how to use his features in such a unique way. Some idols are great performers, but don't really show off-camera personality as much. With Sunoo, even his casual moments feel like fan service. And I feel like that's why he's so loved. Not just by Engins, but also by people who maybe don't follow ENHYPEN super closely, but still recognize him. And here's something I want to discuss with you guys. Sunoo once said if he could give himself a nickname, he'd call himself Attractive Idol. Now, I know some people might think that's a little cocky, but honestly, I love it. There's something refreshing about an idol being confident enough to acknowledge their charm. Plus, it's not like he's wrong. He is attractive, both visually and in personality. What do you think? Was that confidence, or just playful Sunoo being Sunoo? When it comes to his likes and interests, this is where his personality really shines through. He loves Disney movies, scented candles, mood lighting, and mellow music. Like, that's literally the definition of someone who values comfort and calmness. It's almost the opposite of the chaotic, loud Sunoo we see on stage. And that duality is what makes him so fascinating to me. He's not just one thing, he's got layers. On one side, you have the idol who's full of energy, doing aegyo, taking selfies, and giving us performances. On the other side, You have this soft guy who just wants to watch Disney movies with mood lighting and maybe eat his soul food, which is tteokbokki. And I have to pause here, because this really got me thinking. Imagine being friends with Sunoo. On one day, you're out at the arcade or doing something fun and energetic. The next day, you're just chilling, watching Disney movies, eating tteokbokki, and listening to mellow playlists. He seems like the kind of person who can adjust to different vibes, and that's such a rare quality. But here's the kicker. Despite all this, he still doesn't like annoying things. Which honestly, same. That's probably the most relatable fact about him. Another thing that makes Sunoo so special is how he describes himself in 3 words: vitamin, charming, and handsome. And honestly, he's not wrong. He's like that person who enters a room and just lifts up the whole energy. Even when he's quiet, he has this magnetic aura that makes people look at him. And when he's playful, forget about it. He steals the entire spotlight. He also has this motto, to have passion all year round. I think that tells us a lot about his mindset. Sunoo isn't someone who's just coasting along in life. He wants to pour his energy and heart into everything he does. That's probably why, even though he trained for such a short time, he still made such a big impact in Island and eventually debuted with ENHYPEN. It's not just about skill. It's about passion and how much you want it. And Sunoo clearly wanted it. Now, something really interesting is his role model. Sunoo has mentioned that BTS's V is his inspiration. And if you think about it, that actually makes a lot of sense. Both of them have that duality, the ability to look super chic and mysterious on stage, but then off stage, they're playful, warm, and even a little goofy. I feel like Sunoo is carving his own path, but you can definitely see V's influence in the way he carries himself. What do you think? Do you guys also see the similarities? Let's not forget, Sunoo debuted with ENHYPEN on November 30th, 2020. And since then, he's become such an essential part of the group's identity. His eye smile alone is iconic, but he also contributes with his vocals, his expressions, and just that X factor you can't teach. He was even part of those memorable Island moments, like performing TXT's Crown with Jake and Youngbin. That stage was legendary for many fans, and looking back, it feels like the beginning of something big. And this is something I find really heartwarming. Every 24th of the month, fans celebrate Sunki Day, which is Sunoo and Niki's friendship day. That's such a wholesome tradition. It really shows how strong the bond between the members is and how fans want to cherish those relationships too. I think it's those little things that make NGenes feel so connected to ENHYPEN as a whole. Now, on a lighter note, Sunoo takes around 50 selfies a day. Let that sink in. 50. I mean, I struggle to take even 3 selfies without deleting all of them. But Sunoo, he nails 50 like it's nothing. Honestly, I'm not even mad about it. The man knows his angles and the fans benefit from it. And you know what? I think this kind of shows how much he enjoys sharing himself with fans. It's not just vanity. It's his way of connecting, giving us little glimpses of his day. But here's something I'd love to hear your opinions on. Do you think idols like Sunoo are underappreciated in the industry sometimes? Because while he's clearly loved, I sometimes feel like he doesn't get the same spotlight as other members. Yet when you actually look at everything he brings, his charisma, his expressions, his ability to engage with fans, it's huge. Do you think Sunoo gets enough credit, or should he be talked about more? Drop your thoughts below. I want to know how you guys see it. And speaking of credit, let's talk about his charming points. His eye smile, his expression, his skin, and his eye shape. Honestly, his visuals are undeniable, but it's the way he uses those visuals that makes him stand out. Some people are just naturally photogenic, but Sunoo elevates it with intentionality. He knows how to work the camera. He knows when to be soft, when to be fierce. That's talent. His favorite colors also say a lot about him: mint, purple, pink, and blue. Soft, calming colors. And his favorite ice cream flavors are mint chocolate and rainbow sherbet. Okay, now I know mint chocolate can be a controversial flavor, so let's settle it right here in the comments. Are you Team Mint Choco like Sunoo, or Team Anti-Mint Choco? Personally, I think Mint Choco slander has gone on too long, and I'm glad idols like Sunoo are keeping it alive. What I love most about learning all these little details is how they paint a picture of someone who's multifaceted. He's not just the cute one or the charming one. He's a leader at heart, he's a comfort seeker, he's a confident idol, and he's also just a young guy who loves games, food, and Disney movies. That balance of normalcy and star power makes him incredibly relatable. And maybe that's why so many people love him. Sunoo feels like a friend, someone you could just hang out with. But at the same time, he's an idol who commands the stage and has this undeniable charisma. That duality is powerful, and it's something that not every idol can pull off. So what do you guys think? Do you see Sunoo as ENHYPEN's vitamin, like he describes himself? Do you agree that he deserves even more recognition in the industry? And most importantly, are you Team Mint Choco with him or against it? I want to hear everything in the comments. Your favorite Sunoo moments, the little quirks you love about him, maybe even the reason why you became a sunshine in the first place. Let's turn the comment section into a celebration of Sunoo. All right, guys, that's it for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this and want more content like this about ENHYPEN and other idols, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. This has been Anyang Buzz, and I'll see you in the next video.